up, Simmers? Welcome back. Welcome back into the Sim Sideline NBA 2K26 TWolves or whatever I name this shit. NBA TWolves 2K26, whatever. Just getting this going. So the way I'm gonna do this to keep it moving, and because I'm gotta catch up. We are in March 1st. At the time of recording this, so if it I have to move it along, I'm gonna just jump in with the simcast or whatever. I'm gonna try and get this whole game in, but we gonna see. So right now we 1-2, lost the last game to the Pacers in overtime. Let's go ahead and tap in. I'll probably jump in and out on the mic on this one, but we will see. There we go. All right, let's get busy. Nothing on in the background. Nothing on in the background.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Here with Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Tonight, we've got a special treat. Our NBA insider, Shams Charania, sitting in with us as well. Shams, glad you could be here tonight.
Of course, BA, I'm glad to be a part of this crew. This is a pretty big-time group I'm a part of right now, BA.
Well, good luck getting the word in. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo.
Like, this is the first time I've really jumped in 2K this hard in a minute. I play a lot of Call of Duty 2K8, so when I played like 2K25, I was playing with the Bulls in the retro mode, so to see all the presentation, all this is like brand new to me. I don't like this view though. I did regular broadcast, right? I think. And I dropped it
Their executives and then splitting their front office leadership, very unique. And it's all about results. The setup will be judged accordingly. It was a strong first off season for this group, though.
Well, and you can do a lot as long as you have Nikola Jokic.
That's for sure.
6 on the shot clock. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
The one thing I really respect about DiVincenzo, a willingness to add to his game and improve as a shooter.
Now here's Watson, and here's Gordon from the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Rebounded by Denver. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And that game, I love their mentality. They were focused on getting to the free throw line a lot and shooting a great percentage from there.
And converting free throws at a high rate, that's what you want to see as a coach.
Hardaway from outside. He's off on that one.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo.
What was the catch and shoot at?
Edwards with it. Over Murray. That's short off the rim. Here's Hardaway. Reed with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Hardaway against Edwards. Going inside. Pass to DiVincenzo.
Damn.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
All right, come on.
The Nuggets have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
looking to score off of that roll.
Gordon
I'm always
outside.
looking to
Here's
kick
Hardaway.
to Nas ass.
Gordon with it.
Stay up,
Randall's
stay
in his
up.
pocket.
Didn't want that switch.
Jokic up top. Denver needs to get off a shot. Here's Murray. And again, it's Denver missing.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
His ass get
Good
hit.
on the bucket.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And more we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams, most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Murray for 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Well, when you can stretch the D all the way from sideline to sideline, Jamal Murray just so tough to guard.
Now here's DiVincenzo. 14 points for him last game against Indiana. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And it's Jokic missing.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Randall, a screen on Jokic. Here's Edwards.
There we go. Look to score.
Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. The Timberwolves lead by 3. DiVincenzo driving. Off with the layup. Murray with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. 4-3. Fires in the triple. Murray's got 6.
Well, the way that Murray can put the brakes on, it makes his pull-up game deadly.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. Clock at 6. Up and over Gordon. Randall, good.
Well, Randall is a problem inside. He has so many ways he can beat you down there.
And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, 2 teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Pass to Watson. Tipped. McDaniels with it. Checked by Murray. McDaniels inside. He's against Murray. McDaniels finds Reed. And here's Edwards. Last game out, he had 40. 5 on the clock. With the teardrop, Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Watson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And a nice finish on the layup. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Pass to Murray. And here's Hardaway.
Shit.
Oh, he jams it straight down.
A one-handed tomahawk.
Gotta play better
That's a
defense than that.
guaranteed highlight, BA.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Now here's Randall. 11 points for him last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Randall with it. Defended by Gordon. And that one's good. Randall's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the tray.
And the jumper of Jokic, it's almost a set shot. He's totally in control.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Let's use this break to recognize your Western Conference Player of the Week, Nikola Jokic.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
And Minnesota making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Cam Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Brown comes in for Murray. Johnson passes to Jokic. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Too big, too strong. Jokic gets what he wants.
And Minnesota with some changes. Ingles, he's checked in for Reed. The Sumu comes in for McDaniels, and it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. And Denver with a change here too. Strawther's checked in for Watson. Now here's Highland. Outside, Ingles. Pass to DeSumo. Back to Ingles. Up and over Gordon. Rebounded by Johnson. Denver's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Now Jokic. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. Nikola Jokic is second.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Phillips is checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Edwards. And then for Denver, Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Jokic. Najee comes in for Gordon. And it's Jones in for Strother. Brown against Conley. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Here's Conley. Oh, it's blocked by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas may not have the quickest feet, but he uses his size well to block and deter shot attempts. Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
And with picks 2 and 3 in this year's draft, Shams, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of those traits are increasingly important to win in today's NBA.
Here's Highland. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Gobert. Out to the right wing. Conley finds Highland. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles is checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Pickett's checked in. Denver leading by 4. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Conley. Here we go, one-on-one. Dosunmu with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively.
Well, Valanciunas good for about 1 per game, rejecting that attempt.
Misses the 3.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Ingles. No points so far. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Valanciunas. To the inside. Stolen by Conley. From the arc. The putback. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
Denver's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Up top, Valanciunas. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Dosunmu. Back to Conley. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Let's go with a 3. And the basket by Dosunmu. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Here's Pickett, and here's Brown for 3, and it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for him that time.
Back to Conley. Pass to Ingles. Now here's Conley. Misses the jumper.
Come on, Mike.
Now here's
Missed it the first quarter.
He's covered by Dosunmu. Now here's Johnson. 13 points in the win against Phoenix. To stop the run. He can't get that one to fall. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Minnesota up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more
Probably all over the
competition. I'm
place.
told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Bones Highland out there with Mike Conley. And it's DeSumo in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And the second free throw is good.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Conley passes to DeSumo. Now here's Randall, defended by Jones. Right side Highland, three-pointer. That shot off. The Nuggets trail. Outside Johnson, pass to Murray. Launches it. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Randall outside. And the shot goes. Randall's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Valanciunas sets a screen. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Well, this is why you involve Valanciunas in screen and roll, because he's adept at capitalizing on them.
Conley passes to Randall. And here's Highland, covered by Johnson. Randall against Jones. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc. Jones with some nice D. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
No good on the 3. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's DeSumo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Shannon's checked in for Minnesota. And so he hits both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Nuggets trail by 6. Offensive. defensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Johnson passes to Valanciunas. Murray inside. He's guarded by Highland. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist from Valanciunas.
Look, we've come to expect this from Murray. He has a knack for hitting tough shots.
Here's Randall. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Nuggets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. Denver moving it around. Here's Murray. No good. Randall with some nice D. The Timberwolves lead by 4 to the paint. And it's Randall with the jam.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Anthony Edwards is checked in for the Timberwolves. And then for Denver, Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Holmes in for Jones. Now Johnson. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Dosunmu's got 7.
Check out the handles. A spin move like that is how you lose the nearest defender.
Johnson passes to Murray. Murray with a physical finish.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Outside, Highland. Back to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Holmes. Here's Randall. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. And Gobert with the stuff.
Not a lot of guys with the size that Randall has can run the pick and roll. It's impressive how you can put him on either side.
Murray with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
Now here's Murray. Left side, Brown. To the middle. Gobert with the double. From deep, Jokic. Ooh, that high release of Jokic as he buries the 3.
And nothing seems to get to Jokic. So poised and calm under pressure.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Randall, defended by Holmes. The kick out to Edwards. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. 4th, the Nuggets.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Holmes. Watson comes in for Brown. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Johnson. Highland against Murray. A nice shot by Watson.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for Minnesota. 3-point lead. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Oh my, it was a great game. It went down to the wire. Both teams gave all they had. Only one could come away satisfied.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. Pass to Jokic. And no good. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota leading by 3. Now Edwards. Now Gobert. Defended by Gordon. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards connects from outside.
They're shooting the three extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. Kicks it out to Hardaway. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Hardaway's got 5 points.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Minnesota with some changes. Nas Reed's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. Johnson, he's checked in for Denver. The Timberwolves lead by 3. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. And the bucket is good.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Johnson. For 3, Hardaway. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. McDaniels with it. He's against Watson. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Johnson against Edwards. There's the screen by Johnson. Watson. Three-pointer, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Yeah, you have to challenge Edwards inside without fouling, but that's not easy to do.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
He's perfect from the line this time. Nuggets trail by 9. And here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 25-point game against Phoenix. Watson passes to Hardaway. Here's Jokic. No luck on that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Outside McDaniels. Over Gordon. And here's Edwards outside. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 9-point game. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. The kick out to Johnson. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, Hardaway's such a good shooter, but he can pass it too.
The Timberwolves lead by 7. Here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with a screen on Johnson. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, BA. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, BA.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Always Always a pleasure to hear from Shams. He uncovers some stories that no one else is privy to.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of his reporting. He's a tireless worker, very detailed, and his integrity is second to none.
Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game is three-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
And he drops the first. We've seen Anthony Edwards dramatically increase his rate of three-point attempts.
Yeah, Brian, while also increasing his percentage. It makes him that much more dangerous as a scorer. We know he can finish around the rim, and that creates a pick-your-poison situation for the defense.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Nifty move. And the layup is good by Johnson. Johnson's got 6.
Heating up in the second quarter. He looks locked and loaded.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Johnson. Hardaway from outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline.
Still in now.
And
Still
so
in
it's
now.
Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
A look here now at Minnesota. This is the battle we want to see. How do they measure up to a tough opponent?
Yeah, you like to be tested early on. They'll get their wish soon enough.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Nuggets trail by 9. On the court for Denver. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Murray out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. Now here's Edwards. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Jokic against Reed. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Gordon can't hit.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Now here's Watson. On the wing, Murray. Hardaway with a screen on DiVincenzo. Murray, no good.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Edwards looking for an opening. Lets it go from deep. And it's Denver with a rebound. For three, Hardaway. They get it again. Jokic muscles it down.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Minnesota leading by 7. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. Reed passes to Edwards. Up and over Hardaway. Edwards, no good.
Well, this will make you a little uneasy. Missing 4 in a row to start the third.
Murray passes to Hardaway. Takes the 3. It's not going to go for him.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And the layup falls.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. You look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you, Brian.
Has them bought in. Thanks much for the report, Allie. And Minnesota with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. McDaniels inside. He's against Watson. Excellent defense there from Watson. Nuggets trail by 7. Inside, Jokic. Nice D from Reed. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Outside for Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards against Hardaway. It's good! Edwards! What strength! And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you just gotta live with, Stan.
Well, look, BA, you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Reed can't hit. Nuggets trail by 7. And here's Jokic outside. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Out to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall, pass to Edwards. Up and over Hardaway. With the tip, here's Reed. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
Now here's Gordon. Outside Watson from the arc. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Stan, you look at Naz Reid, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, BA. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch.
Take a break.
So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
And he makes the first.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity, and let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
And so he makes both from the line. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row, the most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Number 1, Denver.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Hardaway finds Gordon. Back to Hardaway. 4-3. Drills it from deep. Hardaway's got 8.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
To the wing, right side. Up top, Randall. Defended by Gordon. McDaniels inside. He's against Watson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something.
Shooting 2.
McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
No good on that one. And coach, last season the Nuggets were 5th in three-point percentage, but dead last in attempts.
Yeah, you could argue that they should shoot more threes, but then again, they were 2nd in percentage on 2-point field goals, so they have a wealth of options, and to be honest, offense is rarely a problem for the Nuggets.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. Five on the clock. Gordon outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
For 3, DiVincenzo knocks down the triple. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, when he entered the league, DiVincenzo was not a great three-point shooter, but he certainly worked himself into it.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 18. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Outside McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo. Takes a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
DiVincenzo against Murray. To the inside. And the dunk by Jokic.
Hey, on many nights, Jokic is a primary playmaker. Tonight, he's been the finisher.
Randall deciding where to go with it. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Aaron Gordon. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
The first free throw is good. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. DeSumo comes in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. And Randall drops them both.
Well, you like the steadying presence a guy like Julius Randle gives a team. He's a reliable and experienced player others can lean on out there.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Mike Conley's checked in for Julius Randle. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Conley passes to Edwards. Outside, Highland. Outside Edwards. Shoots. DeSumo can't hit. Nuggets trail by 12. Pass to Strother. Denver moving it around. Outside, Brown. Outside, Johnson. There's the triple. Brown can't hit. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. DeSumo outside. Back to Conley. Puts one up from 19. DeSumo can't hit. The Nuggets shooting 40% so far in this one. Here's Strother. No points yet. To the paint. Jokic in the post. He's covered by DeSumo. Banked it in off the glass.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Edwards against Johnson. Unloads from 13. Edwards can't hit.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Jokic. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And after that surprising Karl-Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seem to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
Clark is checked in for Edwards. And then for Denver, Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Jokic, and it's Najee in for Strother. Here's the floater. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Clark, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Clark. And Clark drops them both. And Stan, after last season, Jokic was blunt. Asked if they had enough to win the title, he said they didn't.
Well, B.A., the challenge is improving this roster, and it's not easy to do with today's salary restraints. but they understand it's absolutely necessary. Well, this is Gobert to a T, an outstanding rim protector with impeccable timing.
Pass to Highland. Right side Conley. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Conley. It's rebounded by Najee. Nuggets trail by 10.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. DeSumo outside from behind the arc. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. DeSumo's got 10.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Bones Highland out there with Mike Conley. And it's DeSumo in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Now here's Conley. Randall outside. Back to Conley. Jones against Randall. Over Jones. Randall can't hit. Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Outside Conley. Now Randall. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's Highland, that time on the assist by Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Randall against Jones. No good, off the front rim.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Brown passes to Johnson. The 3 ball. And again, Denver with a 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Minnesota leading by 4. Conley looking for an opening. Randall a screen on Murray. Here's Conley. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Here's Murray. Murray gets it done inside.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. Jokic is checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And the basket by DeSumo.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Now here's Murray. Nice move. Ooh, off contact. Murray.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Highland, the pass to Edwards. Over Johnson. Edwards, no good. The Nuggets have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the 4th. 6 of 7. Pass to Johnson. Down low. Here's Jokic. Anthony Edwards with a...
What are you doing?
Rebound. Edwards has got 5 rebounds tonight. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Edwards has got 25 points.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. For Minnesota, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Highland, the pass to Randall. And here's Sumu, defended by Brown. For 3, Randall. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Murray. Murray buries it from deep.
And they've really relied on him down the stretch.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Randall finds Edwards. Randall is screen on Johnson. Here's Edwards. And gets it to go, despite getting hit on the shot.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Murray against Highland. Murray passes to Jones. Here's Brown. They get it back. Jokic. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Jokic has got 17 now, just in the second half. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. The shot off that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Jokic passes to Murray. Johnson on the wing. Denver moving it around. Here's Jokic to tie it up. Look at Jokic working inside. Here's Randall. Outside Edwards. That one drops for him. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, the ball runs through Edwards, and more often than not, he'll make good on it.
Denver's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Outside Jones. Pass to Johnson. Jokic with a screen on Edwards.
Shit.
And there's Jokic on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this 4th quarter. Now Randall. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 31.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
On the wing, Murray. He's guarded by Highland. From Pete Johnson. Rebounded by Highland. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Edwards for 3.
That's when you cook him with the 3. That's when you cook him with the
15
3.
points here in the second half.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Jokic finds Murray. It's stolen by Highland. And they're on the run. And it's Randall with
There
the
you
jam.
go.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Johnson with it. Jokic banks it home. Big shot.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Some changes for Minnesota. Nas Reed's checked in for Gobert. Jaden McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. And then for Denver, Aaron Gordon's checked in for Jones. Watson comes in for Brown. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Johnson. Now here's Edwards. That's a man on a mission right
Yes, he
there.
can.
Well, look, you can't let
He
Edwards
can't.
get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Nuggets trail by 7. Now Jokic. Now Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Yeah.
Really a grizzled veteran at this point. Gordon's a guy who's been in these spots.
And here's Edwards. Reed, a screen on Hardaway. Now Reed. Let's loose for 3. Can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Jokic. Takes it from 10. Cleared away by Edwards. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And rejected. And here's the fast break.
Wow. Foul.
Another shot. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
Now here's McDaniels. The 19-footer. And he racks up 2. And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Now Jokic. He launches. McDaniels with a rebound. And he commits the intentional
That
foul.
was stupid on my bad.
Here's Minnesota. 6-point game. Murray brings the double. Here's Edwards. Now DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Reed. Owning the post right there.
Well, for someone who is mostly an off guard, Edwards puts up great assist numbers.
And the Nuggets call time here. 23 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here's McDaniels. And so it's
We'll
Minnesota
take the dub.
with the
We'll take
W.
the dub.
This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back, because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
All right, Simmer, we'll take that dub and we'll catch you on the next one.